guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing the Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation. Really quickly before we get into the video, I'm just going to share a few key points about this foundation with you guys. So first and foremost, this foundation is supposed to last for up to 24 hours. In this video, I am going to be doing a wear test, obviously not 24 hours, but I will kind of let you guys know the longevity of it just for like a regular day. It's supposed to have buildable medium coverage in a real skin matte finish. This foundation also comes in 50 shades and it retails for $39. So if you're curious to see what I think about this foundation, then just keep on watching. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Influencer and Urban Decay actually sent me over the new Stay Naked foundation, so I'm super excited to be reviewing this for you guys today. They sent me over two shades. I have 20 WY and 10 WY, so I'm gonna see which shade works best for me. I haven't swatched these or anything. I've been holding back because I really wanted my first impressions to be on camera. So this is what the packaging looks like. I think it looks very like classy and just really pretty. It's plastic packaging, so that's good. And then they also do have pumps, so that's great as well. These both actually look really close, which is amazing that Influencer was able to send me like my correct shade. I think this one, which is 20 WY, is actually a little bit closer to my shade. Do I need to shake this? So I'm just gonna go ahead and pump this on the back of my hand. That's what the consistency looks like. So not too thick, but not thin either. Let me just, I'm gonna swatch this one as well. This is 10 WY. So this one is 10 WY and this one is 20 WY. Yeah, let's take a clean finger. Oh yeah, that one's gonna be really light. I'm thinking if I mix the two, I might actually get my perfect shade. So let's just go ahead and do that. This might be too light. Yeah, maybe 20 WY is more my shade. So this foundation claims to have buildable medium coverage. So we'll just see. I'm gonna go in with an additional layer to see if we can get it up to full coverage. I actually think the coverage is not bad at all. I do think that this is a little light, so I am just going to try going in with 20 WY. This foundation also claims to have a real skin natural finish, which I usually prefer like dewier foundations. I just prefer that look. But I mean, if this is gonna like wear well in the heat, I'm totally down. So obviously the foundation is a little bit too light for me, but that's okay. I'm gonna warm everything up later on. So it's definitely like workable. I think that this is full coverage. For me, this is full coverage. I look like a freaking ghost right now. What the hell? But yeah, for me, this is full coverage and I'm fine with this. But I am just going to go ahead and go in with a second layer anyway, just to see what they mean by buildable and if it like layers well and all that good stuff. So let's just go in and see what happens. You guys, I actually really love the way that this is looking on the skin, which is kind of a shocker considering my preference is dewier foundations. Even though this is matte, it isn't clinging to any of my dry patches or anything like that, and it's sitting really nice on the skin. It feels super lightweight, and then not to mention the coverage is also on point. So so far so good. So let's go ahead and do some quick concealing. For concealer today, I'm going to be going in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. This is in the shade Light Ivory. I'm like out of this one. This is one of my favorite concealers. That's looking so freaking good. So before I go ahead and apply any powders, I just want to show you guys up close what it is looking like. I have plenty of texture on my skin. I do have really acne prone skin, so I mean I have like tiny bumps here and there, and this just really smoothed everything over and covered everything up really nicely. Let's go ahead and apply some powder. So I'm just gonna go in with my Cody Air-Spun and set my T-zone where I get oily. I'm not doing like a really full-on bake just because for one, my face is already looking really light, and then for two, since it is a more matte foundation, I don't want to over dry everything. Going in now with my Milani Prep Set Glow Powder. This is one of my all-time favorite overall face setting powders just because it sets everything, locks everything in, but it doesn't make you look dry and cakey and just like you have a lot of makeup on. Ooh, girl, we need to warm this face up. So I got a new bronzer. This is the NYX Matte Bronzer. I got mine in the shade Medium. I heard that you don't need much of this at all, and that a little goes a very long way. I always like to bring my bronzer where I would place blush at. I just really like that overall like super warm, like I've been on vacation for a week kind of look. So I'm just gonna bring this up to my temples. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with blush, just kind of mesh everything together, make everything one. This is the Milani blush in Luminoso, literally my favorite blush. Like I said, lately I've been going for this really just like warm, been in the sun all summer kind of look. So I like to apply a little bit on the nose just to add to that kind of sunburnt look. Really quickly, I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose, and I usually just use the same bronzer that I use on my face. That way everything kind of flows together really seamlessly. So I'm just gonna pinch the brush and just run it along the sides of my nose. I'm not really picky about nose contouring or anything like that. I just like to kind of bring back that shape to my face. Really quickly, I'm just gonna go in with my powder brush. I'm not dipping it in any more powder or anything like that. And I'm just going to kind of blend around that blush and bronzer. I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild highlight, and this is in the shade Precious Petals. This is what it looks like, just a really pretty like pinky goldy toned highlight. This is my all-time favorite highlight. Like, just look at that. I have a lot of texture on my face, like I mentioned earlier, and I find that this highlight never accentuates anything. Like, it just kind of like goes over everything really smoothly and just looks really stunning on the skin, and it gives you that more like natural, like glow from within kind of highlight. I'm just taking the residue on the brush and putting it on my forehead. I just think it looks really pretty, like when you're in the sun and it kind of like catches the light, you know what I'm saying? Really quickly, I'm gonna hop off camera and do my lower lash line. So if you're wondering what I use on my eyes, I just went in with the Essential 9 eyeshadow palette by Cara Beauty. This is what the inside of the palette looks like. They have 3 shimmers in here, and then the rest are mattes. They create really high quality, good pigmented palettes. I definitely recommend checking them out, and they're pretty affordable. They also have some stunning glitter palettes. They are literally amazing, and you don't need glitter glue, which is what sold me on them. So I highly recommend checking them out. I do have a discount code. I'll pop it in on the screen and in the description box below. So check them out, head on over, use my code, save some cash. Rimmel actually sent me over some of their lip products. So yeah, these are their Stay Glossy lip glosses, and then these are their new Lasting Finish Extreme lipsticks. So we're gonna go ahead and probably go in with this more nude shade, but I will show you what all the shades look like. So these are the 3 shades that they sent me. I already know I'm gonna go ahead and pop this purple one into a giveaway. I'm not gonna swatch it or do anything more with it just because this isn't really my speed. I do think that this is a really pretty red though, so I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this. Ooh, they are so creamy. They're like really buttery, and that's really pretty. So yeah, this is in the shade Lit, super pretty red. And then this is in the shade Snatched. And again, like, let me swatch this in front of y'all so y'all can see. They are so creamy. That is so pretty. Okay, so we're gonna go in with Snatched today, and then I might go over with the gloss. I don't really know yet. Y'all, these are so creamy, it's crazy. They feel like almost like a lip balm. All right, you guys, so far everything is looking really good, really smooth on the skin. Honestly, I am not mad at all. I usually do not like matte foundations, but this one I can definitely see myself reaching for again and again. We are gonna do an all-day wear test, so just stay tuned and I will let you guys know how it wears. Hey y'all, so it is 4:03 and I am checking in. I just left the car wash and I was literally sweating bullets. It is so freaking hot outside. If you live in Texas, you already know. But yeah, the foundation actually held up really well through that. It still looks really good. I have noticed a little bit of creasing around my nose, but that happens with the majority of my foundations, so that's nothing that's like a deal breaker for me. But yeah, so I just want to check in and show you guys what everything was looking like. But yeah, it held up well for me to be literally sweating outside. So far so good. I will check in with you guys in a couple hours to let you guys know what it's all looking like. Hey guys, it's 7:30. I just wanted to check in really quickly and show you guys what the foundation was looking like. So this is it up close. Obviously it looks a lot more like glowy and dewy than it did earlier when I applied it, but it has been on all day, so keep that in mind. And I do have an oilier T-zone, not to mention I've been outside sweating. It's been quite the day. So yeah, that's what everything is looking like. My nose creases are obviously still there, but it doesn't look like they've gotten too much worse. I don't have any other creasing going on. Everything else is pretty much intact, so that is good. On the other hand, this lipstick has been on all day long. I have ate, I have drank, I have sweated, like I said, like I have done everything and it is still like stained onto my lips. I was not expecting that. That's kind of crazy, and I know that this is pretty affordable considering that it's Rimmel. I don't know the exact price, but I'll put it on the screen for you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna have to check out more of these shades because this is insane. Hey guys, so it is 9:45 and I'm ready to do my final check-in. I just want to get this makeup off of my face so I can go to bed. But yeah, this is what everything is looking like. I think it actually held up really nice, and I appreciate the fact that like my bronzer and stuff didn't wear off on top of it, because sometimes that does happen with certain foundations. My nose is quite oily, but I think that that's nothing that a good primer or setting spray couldn't fix. So I definitely recommend kind of like playing around with what products you pair this with, just depending on your skin. But yeah, I'm overall very pleased with this foundation. So yeah, I hope this video was very helpful in terms of deciding whether or not this is something that you're interested in trying. You can always go to Sephora and get a sample, of course, as well, especially when you have such a huge shade range. It's kind of almost better to get a sample first just to make sure that you are getting your correct shade. I didn't notice any oxidizing or anything like that, so hopefully that's not a problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Make sure that you are subscribed if you aren't already. Hit that notification bell and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.